That looks like Noah Dick.
And Anita Dick.
Wayne?
Mr. Dick.
Dick with a Y. Yes.
Daryl?
Mrs. Dick.
Wayne, feel free to call me Noah Dick.
Daryl, please continue to call me Mrs. Dick.
Brings you up the laneway.
Wayne, your family's always been very good to our community, and we appreciate it once. You've used us right, and hopefully you feel as though we've used you right, too.
Without question.
We appreciate it once. Which is why I know I can count on your Wayne?
Mr. Dick.
Dick with a Y. Yes.
Daryl?
Mrs. Dick.
Wayne, feel free to call me Noah Dick.
Daryl, please continue to call me Mrs. Dick.
Brings you up the laneway.
Wayne, your family's always been very good to our community, and we appreciate it once. You've used us right, and hopefully you feel as though we've used you right, too.
Without question.
We appreciate it once. Which is why I know I can count on your discretion, especially in a matter as sensitive as this one.
Can confirm.
Okay. This is not easy to say. Nor is it by any means an accusation.
Where are our daughters?
Anita Dick, now. Please. Our daughter, Charity,
Charity Dick.
and her sister, Chastity,
Chastity Dick?
are on their gap year once.
Isn't that called Rumspringa?
Men are talking, Daryl.
Anita Dick and I are concerned that our little dicks have been bitten by the good time bug. And while dicks have been known to slip out on occasion, our fear is that our dicks have been out longer than we're comfortable with once.
Have you seen our dicks?
Now, yay tall ones. Strong-nosed like their father, strong-willed like their mother.
I did see him at the bush party, actually.
Dicks at a bush party, you say?
I know it. Shameful.
Haven't seen him since, though, truth be told. Katie, you seen her dick or two?
That's a loaded question, big brother.
Hello, Katie.
Noah? Anita?
Catherine.
Lovely day.
What brings you guys by?
We heard our daughters were here, and
Charity and...
We'll take all the Charity Dick you've got. All the Chastity Dick, too.
we want Charity and Chastity home before they get swayed into a life of bad decisions once. They are free to decide whether the English world is for them. That is their right. But our dicks belong in the hands of the Mennonite community. And we would like to gently suggest to them that they return home with us before they've been too exposed.
Well, the last I saw them, they were with hockey players. I offered to give them a ride home, but they said that they wanted to walk.
We dicks can be hard-headed.
Hockey players have quite the reputation for sticking their noses and other things where they don't belong.
Can confirm.
Oh, dear.
My goodness.
Good heavens.
Heaven only knows.
It's Tuesday, the movement. I'm sure we're going to have no audio issues, no video issues. That will be brought to you by Velocity Restorations. With nearly 5,000 vehicles delivered, our customer first approach is proven. Nobody does it like Velocity. 850-809-6798. Get yourself your wicked special ride, all done up with a bow and stuff. I mean, that's what happens. Velocity Restorations. We're going to do it. Hey, there's producer Mike's studio right there, and we've got a lot of stuff to talk about, including something that I don't have appropriately set up yet. Why isn't this showing? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm doing it wrong again, ladies and gentlemen, but I guess that's not what I want to do. How about if I do that? Yep, I can do that. And then I actually forget what I'm doing now. This is what happens, folks, because this is a non-rehearsed show. So we just pretty much just give up on stuff. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just move over to this shot. And then go to this shot. There we go. This is what I wanted to do. See, I was trying to be too clever. But whatever. Anyway, here's Producer Mike Studios. You'll see our good friend, the Colonel. He's taken up an entire screen up there. Why, may you ask? Why are we highlighting the Colonel once again on a movement? Well, it's because this guy has absolutely lost his undermining crap, is what it's all comes down to. This guy, holy moly. I think it might be time for a severe an attitude adjustment, a reality check. There's all sorts of things that this guy needs. Oh. But he gets so mad, and I've got the text chain to prove it. We're gonna look at that. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. This is better, I think. Whatever. Anyway, this is our friend the Colonel. We're going to keep the Colonel in on the show for as long as we can. We want him to keep an eye on things for us because the Colonel has been calling in, or at least been reaching out to me, not necessarily on the show. I actually did invite him to call in on the Sunday morning show. Don't worry, we'll bring Jay in here in a second. Calm down. Everything's fine. Jay and I did a shit ton of testing, okay? And now he's ready. Everything's good. Changed his browser, right? I've got hardwired people coming in here in a couple weeks, a little over a week maybe. We're going to get hardwired in here. Hell yeah. It's going to be nothing short of fantastic. But anyway, yeah, back to the Colonel. So he likes to critique in his way, not very tactful, and he proceeded to rip me up pretty good. As a matter of fact, why don't I pull this down first? Because I do want to read you what he sent to me. Well, actually, he sent me another note asking what time do we go live tonight. Big fan, isn't he? All right, so I went on live Sunday, right? We had the Sunday morning show, Wake and Sake and Bake. And I invited the Colonel to call in. If he had something that he wanted to get off his chest, that he could so do so. He didn't take that opportunity. It's an early show. Colonel likes to sleep in. He did write me this following note after he watched the episode. So I saw a drunkard who lost his flow a few, which happens to me because I have a brain bleed. Kept my name relevant for about 45 minutes, was longer than that, and told us that Jay may or may not want anything to do with me, anything to do with you, meaning me. That could be true too. Jay gets frustrated with me all the fucking time. It's just a fact. And you and Crawlface are going to make money now on OnlyFans. Possible. If you watch Sunday's episode, I kind of laid all that out. Not going to lie, my bro. A+ episode there. I think he was being sarcastic. Unless the things he was listed he was a big fan of, which it didn't sound like he particularly was. Cheers, everybody. Anyway, I didn't respond to that because I don't respond to stupidity. And then he goes, how long are you going to use me as clickbait for your views? It's only clickbait if I make someone click on it and I don't offer what I was, or I don't provide what I was offering in the first place. I think now I'm finally getting what we want out of the Colonel, and the evidence is clear. Doesn't look good on your part as a freelancer hating on the talent. I haven't watched this latest movement, and I don't even believe I'm going to entertain you with a view. Colonel is very opinionated these days. All right, that took too long. That's not the right one. All right. So, yeah, so it's the Colonel being the Colonel still. We're going to bring Jay in, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more. Try to get into why the hell he's even acting this way. I mean, so what? So what? You were fired. So what? It didn't work out. The retreat is now for sale. So what? So what? The only bid I've had so far has come from Ryan, and I'm probably going to sell the retreat to Ryan. So what? So what? What concern of it is of anybody else other than the close-knit circle that is here at HQ? So the Colonel's got some explaining to do. He may feel free to call in. I'm giving him full reign to call the producer Mike hotline only on fucking show days. I'm not picking up your call on a random Thursday. You want to call in on Sunday morning or Tuesday evenings here for the movement, right? Co-hosted by myself and Jake. Shit. No Jake. Did we not figure this out? Let's... Ooh. Good Lord, that's just black screen there. We got a void. Yeah, I hear you, Colonel. That would make me mad. Oh, I can hear something though. Jay, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Ooh, I can hear you, but very, very faintly.
Well, that isn't good.
Let me see if I can bump you up on this side.
Yeah, because I'm through the Streamlabs desktop to join you, so hopefully
It looks like you have a...
Uh-huh.
It looks like you have a camera conflict because we cannot see you.
Let me see. Give me a minute.
You can take all the time you want, Jay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to continue ripping on the Colonel a little bit while you look at that.
Just try to keep
thanks.
an eye on me. Yeah,
I will. I tell you what. Okay, cool. Jay, we'll be back with you in just a second. I hope things are going well, man. Hey, happy Tuesday to you, buddy.
Happy Tuesday.
All right, so the Colonel. I was talking about the Colonel. I think what it really all boils down to is he feels like he had an opportunity that really comes once in a lifetime. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I think now he's finally realizing that he took a massive, massive movement all over that opportunity. And he basically, I mean, and you think about it, with the Colonel screwing up so hard, it's a domino effect, right? Because you have, all the time and effort that I put in, all that planning, those hours and hours and hours of putting everything together, all those backgrounds, putting together the fucking opening theme song, all that work is wasted. Okay, that's all gone now. Second, Colonel, he really imposed on the life and the work-life balance of JPA. JPA Jeff, he's not somebody who just, gives his time away willy-nilly, right? So he walks into this, donates a significant portion of his time to make some wonderful magic over here. And what happens? Colonel took a dump, left Jeff high and dry. Jeff calling me like, "Hey man, what's going on with the show?" I go, "Well, I think I got to fire the Colonel. I'm not really firing you, but I'm almost kind of firing you, JPA, in default, because the colonel is, just couldn't get his shit together. Now, I'm not saying that the production value was Ace's 100%. These types of things got to get their feet wet, So, the colonel can rip upon all the technical stuff that went awry, but you got to understand, this is coming from a guy who makes it nearly impossible to test because it's like, herding cats. There was one, I think you saw it on the clips of the pre-production meetings we had. I'd try to get the colonel to have everything. He's entering the call, walking around his kitchen. What are you doing, dude? We're doing a call where we're testing everything. Why don't you have some preliminary things set up, so you can, one, impress the producer that you seem to know what you're doing. And number two, where I don't have to hold your damn hand through every single test. You should know. Center yourself in the center of your camera. Turn it to the side so we can see all the fucking rest of your room instead of the ceiling and the floor. Not everybody's watching on a cell phone. I believe Jay Morales would have some insights on that, wouldn't you, Jay?
Yeah, get your shit together. For sure.
Dude,
Can
you
you
sound
see
like
me yet or
butter,
not?
and we can see you. Yeah, you look like
Fucking
you look.
finally.
Yeah, I think what you got going on there, Jay, is pretty hot, man. What did you
Yeah.
do?
I'm actually trying to see you. I can't see you, but yeah.
All right,
I'm-
baby steps.
I'm using Streamlabs as it's Streamlabs desktop. Instead of going through the link through the browser, we're doing it right off the
And that seems to fix the problem, Jay, you think?
Well, we'll find out tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah. All right, I need
Hell
to do
yeah.
a sound check on you because now your sound levels are off. So tell me a little bit about what you think about what the problem is with the colonel.
The problem is with the colonel is that, he wants to do a good show, right? He wants to do all his good show. But in reality, we're going to touch it back again. He wants to give the goddamn fucking computer to a crackhead to get it fixed instead of him going ahead and getting himself a goddamn tower, a PC tower, a really good one, with a DDR fucking 4, 5, 6, or 7, and then he won't be complaining. And then it'll be a great show once you get a nice boom like this with a nice microphone and a mixer, an extra computer just in case if you need for extra soundboard, which I don't still have it on yet. But yeah.
Dude, I forgot all about the fact that he gave his computer away to his crackhead friend who then never gave it back. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, we want the thing is the colonel thinks that we hate him, right? That we hate
No,
him and
we
we're
fucking
making
love
fun
him.
of. Yeah, exactly. That's the misconception, Colonel. You believe that we're just bashing you like we don't give a fuck. Right, Producer Mike? But in reality,
Not true.
We
Yeah.
want you to do good. We want you to be here. We don't want you here. We want you here. Right, Producer
Yeah.
Mike?
Well, I put the colonel on a pedestal, so he is already up there.
He acts like we don't even bring him into the conversations. We told him to give us a call. He isn't calling. He's on this. He's on this group that he just made on Facebook, complaining. Call in, Colonel. Call in.
Is that true? He's complaining on another site?
Yeah, on a group. Instead of putting it in a
Really?
group, he couldn't put it on YouTube. Actually, I don't even have it, dude. Now that I'm doing this new way of doing the podcast, now I need to change my dynamic with the screens.
Yeah,
but
fucking
yeah.
bring up that chat group. I want to hear what this motherfucker said.
Oh, I can do that, can I? Now that I'm on this thing. Can you see these other screens if I did this? I wonder.
No, just read it. That's fine, because I'm going to bring
Oh.
you in full
Oh,
screen so
it's
people
too
can see your
much.
pretty face. You know,
It's
you
too
do
much.
look like Blind Mike. You ever heard the podcaster Blind Mike? You look like Blind Mike.
I look like Blind Mike, huh? The thing is, I want a ZZ Top beard. I want it up to here, Producer Mike. That's what I'm shooting.
Hey, my fucking soul patch is getting there, man.
I was watching real quick. I was watching an episode that you were doing, one of those late night episodes that Producer Mike can't sleep. But now it's Wake and Sake and Bake.
Nice. Fuck yeah, you got the name right.
Yeah.
You can't screw it up. You could say waki, sake, and bake. You could say wake, sake, and bake. You can go waki, sake, and bake. You can go wake, baki, sake, I don't give a fuck.
Do you see? Now you see, Colonel, you see how we have the job? We have to watch the boss work. Okay? And
Yeah.
We gotta, you know, I'm not gonna say it, but you already know.
What now?
Oh, God. You know what? What do we got in the chat, real quick? I gotta get this.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, yeah. While you're bringing that up, Jay. We've got chat room folks. We've got webcams, and I think, all right, I don't want to promise anything. If we have enough time, we'll go back to Gaia and see if Stella's still alive. I have a feeling she's just dead. Yeah, we
Fuck
might have
Stella.
to peel. We might have to peel her off of a rock, but I think we might have significant Colonel content today. I got some more shit to talk about him. I want to make sure essentially, Jay, we're doing a deep dive on not what the Colonel is all about. It's like we're doing a deep dive on what the fuck is wrong with the Colonel and why can't he figure shit out.
Actually, it's sad how who's in the chat? Give me a minute.
Well, yeah, we could go to the chat room.
No, don't change it to the chat. I'm trying to. He thinks that we go live in 40 minutes.
Who does?
The Colonel.
Well, that's par for the course. Yeah, that's par for the course.
Also, Crawface.
Well, both of them can sit there and wait. They probably have a screen up that does, because sometimes you have to refresh YouTube if you're in the waiting screen. But I think it's hilarious. Well, you know what? You called me out on it anyway. You said that, like, I think we're starting an hour earlier than we usually do, and I'm like, well.
Yeah, producer Mike is called being an hour early to get this shit fixed.
Well, maybe I fucked that up. I don't care.
Jesus Christ. You were just talking about it. Oh, Colonel, you need to come in an hour early so we can go through. Yeah, producer Mike. An hour early, producer Mike.
Yeah. So it looks like the chat is getting a little lively there. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll go to the chat. We'll look at some webcams. We'll definitely do that. And maybe what we can do, I think, might be fun is, you know what? Maybe we should go to Gaia and talk to Stella, because then we can ask Stella what the fuck is wrong with the Colonel. Maybe she knows. Would be good to get her perspective.
It would. I agree.
So maybe we will do that. Okay. All right. So that'll be the last. We'll do the chat. I tell you what. Hold off on the chat just for a second, Jay. Let's breeze through the webcams. I don't have anything. God, there it is. Man alive, this thing is.
I'm trying to get this fixed on my side still, so I can see you better.
Well, it's just that it's the.
I'm also noticing
Streamlabs is running a little slow here, but.
Yeah, I noticed. I can see it on the stream.
Yeah. All right. So we are, of course, the world famous Elbow Room. This is the Bandcam, copyright 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this live shot 24/7, including when they're closed, it's awesome. You can watch when the cleaning staff comes in, which I have done from time to time. Elbowroom.com, or you can go to YouTube. The Elbow Room, they've got like 8 or 9 different live cams. Jay, we have our normal contingent of white women dancing like they just don't care, because I wouldn't certainly want to do that in public. And then, of course, well, shit, how many blondes can you put in one group? Holy crap. One of these girls is not like the other.
As a fact.
All right, they're getting thirsty. And then you got these 3 broads down the bottom. They're getting their drinks. They're dressed like the Robert Palmer singers. Right? They're all wearing black tops.
Typical.
All they need to do is slick the hair back. Yeah, all they have to do.
They all match. Yeah.
All right, so that is the Elbow Room. We also have our friends at the Hog's Breath. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see if they've got audio. Now these guys, the Hog's Breath. Let me bring them in now. They have a band playing, as you can see. They got a little band corner there, but they actually do the audio. Are they giving any audio right now? It doesn't sound like it. Do I dare, Jay?
Call in. We'll see.
Do I dare, Jay, leave the audio on, and then when they do plug it in, let's see if I actually can figure out what the fuck that came from? I don't think so. Let's just keep it muted. And then finally, Jay, we have friends partying on the island of St. John, and I wish I knew where it was. Because, yeah, I know, Jay. I don't mean to tease you. Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I did this in the wrong order. Cam 3. There we go. Production value. Colonel, did you see that? Feel free to make fun of me. You don't know what you're doing, Producer Mike. Technology is easy. Anyway, this is St. John. This is the beach bar, Jay. So this is traveling to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Oh, baby got back.
I'm trying to wait for this to go live on it. The beach bar. Is that where you're at? In the Virgin Islands?
Yeah, the beach bar. Yeah, I apologize, Jay. I should have hooked you up with where I was going.
No, that's all right.
But yeah, these are 3 very popular webcams. I think it'll be easy for folks to pick it up. But what we'll do, Jay, is we'll come back to these guys later on in the program.
All right, let me get this one at least, the beach bar on my screen while you transition, Producer Mike.
Yeah, of course, I think the Elbow Room is going to give us the most content because you get the Karens, the Chads. Not so much the young folk, but Jay, I heard an interesting story that liquor companies, like, they're really shaking in their boots right now because we've got an entire generation, like these millennial types, right? They don't drink. They don't like drinking. They don't see the value that, especially, shit, I'm 58. I went to high school in the 80s. I was drunk consistently between 1984 and 1989. Consistently, right? Beer was easy to get for a 16 to 18-year-old, no fucking problem, back in the day. Now, millennials, okay, they see drinking as something their parents do. It's something that my folks like to engage in. That's what my folks and their friends do. So there's that little attitude there that, like, no, it's drinking isn't cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Success. Oh, by the way, I heard your success on Unbound last night.
Oh, what'd you think of the ending theme song, by the way?
I love all the themes. Are you consistently just creating new songs?
I dive into a rabbit hole of ideas. So yeah, I constantly be making something new. But not constantly, like, you know what I mean? I wait until I feel it, and then I put it into the work and see how it turns out.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Morales is a true singer-songwriter.
I gotta feel it, Producer Mike. I gotta feel the music in my bones, and it flows out through my mind.
Fuck yeah, we should do some ayahuasca. Find that out.
Oh.
Ah!
Dude, Crawlface and I have talked about going on one of those little retreats. Like, I think they do them in California and shit.
Oh my god,
Sorry about that.
Crawlface. I hear that you and Crawlface are about to start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, we're going to start an OnlyFans. Yeah, Crawlface and I, we've decided that we've gotten our bodies to the point where, you know, all we're doing is impressing folks. So we're going to throw this shit out on OnlyFans and show everybody. Yeah, these nuts. No, we're actually going to take a non-traditional approach, and it might not be OnlyFans. Maybe we do Patreon or something. But Crawlfaced and I are going to engage in a AI video platform, and we've already got several ideas that have passed the sniff test. It's going to take a minute to get it all into place because we got to learn how to use this shit, see the scope of the variety of things that we can do with video creation and AI stuff. But it's very exciting. I'm very optimistic that we're going to put out some really, really interesting shit. It might be complete dog shit at the beginning, but I think it'll be good. So the plan, Jay, is we'll create some stuff. We're gonna put it out there. We want to prove to folks that, hey, like a lot of it, Jay, is are like these little mini web series. So we'll like create like all right, like for instance, one of the ideas we have is to create a bunch of little cartoon avatars, right? And then have a narrative. Like, let's put these I don't know, these 3 cartoons into some sort of situation comedy, okay? And then we can just write stories for those little 3 characters, and AI can help us immensely with that. Like, I don't want to put in like AI, just give me a story I can blast in there. It's like, no. I'm going to give it a prompt. I want it to be about this. Make it a narrative. I want dialogue, right? I want characters talking to one another, and see if we can do like maybe a 5 to 7 minute video. We put one out like every week. That's the plan.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
And Jay, would you like your own avatar? I think it'd be great to have a Jay. Yeah, have an avatar. Yeah. We'll use your voice. We'll get your voice, because I do a shitty Jay. You do a great Jay. We'll get your voice in on it, and yeah, it'll be fucking boss. We just got to find the time to do it. Like I said, this would have been great if Crawlfaced had the wherewithal to do this like 10 months ago, because we would be cooking with gas. But now he's got a job, right? He just started a new job, and now we've got to kind of see what's up. What's up, LB Sickening? I see you.
Yeah, he's in there.
It looks like LB Sickening is still making some great choices in life. I can't wait till we get to the chat. Let's go to the chat, Jay. It's done now. LB Sickening is coming in hot, and I want you to eventually get to his shit.
They say
right,
that they can't hear me for some reason.
Nobody can hear you?
It said Jay's hella far from Mike, and we can't hear him.
Yeah, I've got your volume all the way jacked up now.
All right, testing 1 2. Eddie Weber, shout out to Eddie Weber to always looking out for technical difficulties. Eddie Weber Foundation, is he calling in finally?
No, but yeah, the Edward and Stephanie Educational Foundation has continued
their service.
All right, Eddie. Yeah, Eddie, thank you very much for your subsequent donations. Eddie was trying to trigger our I've got a donation alert, but apparently it is not fucking working at all. Looking for the old advanced browser settings. All right, I got to work on that. Eddie, but thank you so much. I want to go to my PayPal account, Jay, to see what the message is. So hang on a second. But yes, again, the Edward and Stephanie Educational Foundation is a Advent and ardent supporter of not only the movement but the entire Jessup Show Legacy channel. We do much appreciate their continued support, and it actually makes me weep every time. Because, as you know, Jay, Edward and Stephanie Weber are the only 2 people that have ever given any money to any of the streams. Now, that is not to say we haven't gotten support. Crawlfaced has donated application software and that kind of stuff. So we do adore Crawlfaced a lot as well. But yeah, Edward and Stephanie Weber, holy shit, they just reach into the coffers and fucking hook us up. All right, so I'm going into my activity, and okay, so here is the message. It's a $20 donation. Well, actually, let's just put it all together. It's $22.50. It's $23, Jay, that the Webbers gave us. And the message says, from Eddie, but we all know who this is truly from. That is correct. The subsequent charity that is an offshoot of the foundation called Everything in This Household Belongs to Stephanie. And I believe Stephanie is the CEO of that particular organization.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, thank you kindly, folks. That's wonderful. I really want to get this donation alert to fucking work eventually. Because it is, I see other fucking sites do it, right? They've got the fucking thing that pops up and some dude that says,
wow, it's very nice.
Yeah, very nice indeed, right? So yeah, hopefully we can figure that out. All right. So, Jay, back to you and the chat. Let's take a peek and see who is joining us tonight.
Wow, it's very nice.
Oh, dude, you're stealing my shit. I've got that drop, you fucker.
I know you do.
Suck. Yeah, I'm gonna fight you.
I just can't hear yours to be able to fight with yours.
Well, that's because the reason for that is every time I dropped the fucking sound drip, you fucking reacted and started laughing to it. So I'm like, I can't fucking play these anymore because I throw Jay off his fucking game.
The thing is, it's just great.
I rerouted my sound bits so you don't hear it anymore.
All right, so again, shout out to Eddie Weber. He says, a come to Jesus meeting of sorts. LOL. Yes, welcome. This is a coming. You want to know why? Because we're all gonna have a quick social. You ready for this?
My social's gonna be a little bit longer.
Brilliant. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Success.
Yeah, you heard the can how it opened yesterday? That thing sounded amazing.
What happened?
Yesterday when in my show, the Jay Morales Unbound, when I opened my can, it sounded so crisp.
Your can is always open.
So she said, anyway, Mysterious Vixen, shout out to Mysterious Vixen for being here. You're never late, Vixen. You're always on time at the perfect moment, at the perfect time that we attack, if you get our drift. Eddie Weber, damn, guess the fireworks didn't work, Mike. LOL.
Yeah, we were fucking A, right, Eddie? I'm gonna put a task force on it. All right, Jay. I'm gonna put a task force on it. I'm gonna do some testing. Like, I tested it. There's a test button. Like, actually, can I do it? Let me see if it.
Do it right here, mid show. I actually want to test out one thing myself.
I don't know if it'll test it on the screen though. That's the thing. Yeah, there it is. So there it is. It's there. Layout, image. I got some volume on it. I've got the fireworks.
Sorry.
It's hooked up. I don't know what the fuck. So all right. So since we've received a grant from the Edward and Stephanie Educational Foundation, I'm going to use that grant to put a prompt into Grok put this experience in and see if we can figure it out. And then I'm going to give the Edward and Stephanie Educational Foundation 100% credit for that particular project and essentially saving lives. Jay?
Dude, they're saving many lives, like this freaking show called The Movement. Check us out every Tuesday at 9 p.m., but today it started at 8 p.m.
Yeah. Well, even it says in the description, we don't know what time it starts. Obviously, I didn't know. So, anyway, this is Jay, listen, I personally, I'd rather start at this time. Would you rather start at a different time?
Can you see this? No, I personally will. I told you there was no matter if it was at 8 or 9, and you said, yeah, that's true. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right,
So
because I
cheers
like
to
this
that,
time.
producer Mike.
Yeah, well, it looks like the Colonel's steamed about it, but who gives a fuck?
I'm actually glad he's watching. What's disappointing is that I told him to give us a call, and he won't just.
Well, I
won't
said
come
on the opening monologue, he's got an open invitation to call whenever I'm live on the air. So, you're lucky, dude. Colonel doesn't have your phone number. I get text messages from him all hours of the night. Just random shit. Oh, here was the one. This is one that was completely fucking random. He goes, dude, you got to get yourself a smoke pub. No context. Not explaining what it is. Dude, I'm an old guy. What the fuck? I don't know new shit, new technology crap. I actually thought he misspelled one of my favorite cheddar cheese spreads, which is pub cheese. Do you know pub cheese?
I heard of it, yes.
Yeah, it comes in a little bin, and it's cheddar cheese based. They got one with horseradish and bacon. Dude, pub cheese rocks. They're not a sponsor, but they should be.
They should be.
Hell yeah! And
I'm understanding that now. I'm landing on.
So pub cheese rocks. So I thought maybe smoke pub, because it was spelled SMOKPUB. Maybe smoke pub is some sort of smoked cheese from the pub cheese people. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll do a smoked cheese. I love Gouda. You kidding me? So I blow it off, and then I was on the phone with Crawlface, and I was telling him about all the goofy messages the Colonel was sending me. And so Crawlface took it upon himself to actually look it up. He goes, how do you spell it? And I go, SMOKPUB. And he goes, dude, it's a thing. It's a smoker. So like you pour yourself a glass of whiskey, and then you put like a glass, like the with a heavy base, those fucking glasses, and you throw that into the thing like a Keurig almost, and they got these little wood pellets, and you turn it on, and it heats these wood pellets, and it smokes your whiskey. So now you have a smoked whiskey. Now, on paper, I think it sounds like a fabulous idea. I just don't know why the Colonel is suggesting it for me. Like, I rarely, I've said this on a show 100 times, I honestly rarely drink. I just drink almost 100% of the time when I'm live. That's the difference. You know what I mean? Oh, Jay's not even there. I'm talking to a fucking wall. Son of a bitch! Yeah, I hear you, Colonel. I get mad too. It gets me all steamed up where I just can't take it anymore. All right, let's see if we can find Jay. Jay is giving us some... Oh, he's completely gone. I bet he lost power. He might have lost power. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, I guess the movement is all mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. All right. So I did say we'd go back to the webcams. So why don't we do that? Is there anything going on in the elbow room? Have we picked up a little bit? Anything interesting happening? Oh, looks like actually, it looks like I'm there. I don't know if I would wear that shirt. but yeah, that guy's giving off some producer Mike vibes. Producer Mike vibes. I might have said producer Mike vibes. All right. Anyway, that is cool, right? We're a big fan of that. And then, of course, we've got the beach bar, and that is still not Mini Vanilli is there, so I guess things are picking up a little bit. But no, so we've got another 20 minutes on the air here, so perhaps this will pick up a little bit, or otherwise, I'm going to need to find some better webcams. I was hoping to find some. Ooh, hello, honey. Is that Karen Reed? That looks like Karen Reed, who's got involved with all that shenanigans up in Boston. Fairview Avenue. Oh, there's some more. Oh, geez, there we go. Now we're talking. Kind of like a Hayden Painted Terror circa 2006. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Maybe St. John's Bar is a little more happening than I gave it credit for. All right, one more check-in with the Hog's Breath. Damn it. I did it with... Yeah, I set up my screens wrong. So the production value, Colonel, screw you. My production value is going to suck a little bit here, but I don't care. All right, yeah. See, so now the Hogs... Oh. I have to go... I keep forgetting that you guys don't see everything. So yeah, see, the Hog's Breath, I think, is the winner. Clear winner. We've got people that are already there, showing up. They've sitting in stools, and they've turned their backs to the bar. When you turn your back to the bar, that means something special, something ultra special must be happening behind you. It's just a fact. Anyway. Oh, Jesus, what is all that fucking noise coming from? Oh, it's Jay!
It's the facts.
Jay's back! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Woo, I don't even know how that can happen when I'm on something completely different.
That is crazy. And
I can't wait for June 1st. I cannot wait for June 1st.
It should be.
Success.
It should be success, Jay. We should see some successness. All right. I'm really glad you're back because I was going to go to the chat and get that fucking done, and I hate reading the chat. You know that. That's why I have you do it. So, Jay, back to you, buddy.
Yeah, back. We're back. You're never late, Vixen, so you know. Little pro quo on that. Eddie Weber, damn. Guess the fireworks didn't work, Mike. We already went through that. Vixen says, what fireworks? Eddie Weber then says, I'm sure Mike will explain, which he did. Crawfix says, bro, we here.
Crawlface has a split personality. That's why he said we.
We. Yeah,
we.
That's true.
He's got, because he's a little... No, he's not. No, he's not that.
Who the hell cares?
I agree. Yeah. Just go ahead and continue, Jay.
Autistic? Is that what you were trying to say?
No, my fat fingers don't know which button to push. Maybe I should just leave all the sound drops to you.
Yeah, because you know,
autism has become.
Oh shit! That was good. I was wondering why you weren't saying anything. All right, how much time's left in this piece of shit? 10 minutes. Someday Jay will be able to stay the whole time. Oh, he's not even in there. See, again, he's... Honestly, I don't even... just between you and me before Jay gets back, I don't think these are my fault. I think Jay is running a Fisher-Price computer on some sort of dial-up service. That's what I think. All right. I'll do the chat. I'm sure Michael explained, bro. We hear Red Rom says Eddie Weber laughed out loud at Crawlface. I think that's nice. Crawlface again, split personality, schizophrenic. So we ain't wrong. Mysterious Vixen is lost, not unlike Eerily Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Eerily Jones is lost in the woods. A collection of poetry that you may find on Amazon.com. I'm telling you, folks, disturbing stuff, nice stuff. There is Joey Buttafuoco type situations in here. Look, I just flipped to one called Ugly Stepsister. We've all watched a video or two about that, right? Life is not a fairy tale. I don't know. Jury's still out. Lost in the Woods. Eerily Jones. www.amazon.com and stuff. All right, back to the goods. So don't worry, we'll find you, Vix. Yeah, so you can always find yourself Mysterious Vixen. Yeah, go to Amazon.com, Mysterious Vixen. Buy Lost in the Woods from Eerily Jones. I think I find the stories riveting and thought-provoking. Be right back. Mysterious Vixen torted. Her dinner is done. I hope it was or is as great as we all hope it is. Personally, I'm hoping you're having beef stroganoff because I kind of am in the mood for it. Probably because I've had enough protein lately. I don't know. Crawlface says, might as well face it, you're addicted to drugs. That's the Robert Palmer fucking reference. See, Crawlface said to himself, you know what, I'm not going to use the brackets. Producer Mike is astute enough to remember, and I did. Thank you, Crawlface, for that boost of my ego, I guess. Be cool to see a girl fight at the Elbow Room. Mysterious Vixen, all you need to do is type in Elbow Room fight. Trust me, somebody grabs the cool shit. Am I even showing? No, I want to show the other one up here. Oh. I've got all these funky views, folks. You know how I do over here, so I try to make sure I've got pleasant things looking at me, right? Because I don't want necessarily this massive thing just screaming and yelling and making all sorts of racket in my flippin' face. He needs to keep his stuff calmed down. Colonel, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Might as well face your addicted to drugs. Mysterious Vixen said, be cool to see. Yeah, I did that. Red Rob, Jay Hella, far from the mic, can't hear him. Yep. Now we can't even see him, Eddie. So what do you think about that? Did I go down too far? Yeah, I guess I did here. What the hell's going on here? I'm lost. Very lost. Jay's hella far from the... Okay, yes. LV Sickening. I clicked the link at 3 a.m. Oh, look at that. Looks like we got a call from the Colonel. I don't know if this is going to work, please. Colonel, you're interrupting the chat. What the hell's up with that?
Well, I've been told by several people in another chat that I need to call in because I've been watching. So I figured I'd call in, say hey, I like the show so far. If you want to call me back, that's fine.
Colonel, give everyone a sound check.
I'm pretty positive they can hear me right now, good sir. For the record, I don't hate Mike. I love and adore Mike. I consider him one of my brothers in arms, and not only that, He is a fucking. I spent a week with him, man, and I fell in love with the guy in the first 2 days of talking to him. He's one of the sweetest, smartest, funniest cats that I've met. I mean, he's just a really cool guy. So I don't not like him for the title of whatever one of them is. I love you, Mike. You know it. It's just all good and fun.
Can everyone out there in producer Mike land, movement land, producer Mike, GiGiGi land, can they even hear the Colonel? I'm trying to hear the Colonel, but I can't hear him. Do you guys hear him? Is he making sense? Is he saying things other than talking about, or something?
Tell him to put it in the chat.
Tell him to put it in the chat.
At least you can hear me, right?
I can. It's again, Colonel. You know how this show sucks with all its audio issues and everything. So it's very. I just have you very muted. But I did. Have you been watching the entire show? Jay and I have been discussing how much we adore you and think that you're great. You just need to get your shit together.
Let me hang up and then I'll call back again so we can try a better one.
Why?
Yeah, okay. That don't matter. Do you want to go about it this way or that?
No, you're...
Hang on, let me... Hey, I got... Yeah, someone...
Are you still there?
Yeah. I just...
You're just ruining my show. Is what you're doing.
What?
You're ruining my show? That's what you're doing?
I'm ruining your show. So that's why you've had a running, consistent thing with me from an episode that I think I went off on Ryan dumb shit for saying something that has nothing to do with anything, but it's just clickbait.
What is your definition of clickbait, Colonel?
I don't really have one.
Yeah, because I don't think you're using it appropriately. The context is...
No, I'm about to. Fine. I said I don't really have one, but it's just like fishing. I called in and talked to you for like 15 minutes, and there's 6 episodes that you keep reusing just to get views for your show.
They're called shorts. They're different.
Yeah, one of my actual shorts garnished y'all over 1,800 views within 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
not a short.
Yep,
that's
sure did. You were an all-star that week.
What you're doing there is just egging it on and on and on. And I am coming on here to call in and say I don't really appreciate that. Egging it on and on and on. It's not going to get anybody anywhere. Change the subject, because this shit's getting boring and old. Like, how far can you really go into...
Well, Colonel, you mean...
Doing what? And by the way, I do want you to get a smoke pub. That thing is fucking awesome. But that's another conversation after this.
You bring up a good point, Colonel. The fact that you find it old and boring... yes, there is a contingency that do feel that way, and I believe it's just you. However, your feelings are valid. After that episode aired, I got no less than 10 phone calls telling me where the hell was that Colonel on the retreat. I would have watched the retreat if that Colonel showed up to work. So, dude, people love pissed off Colonel.
Yeah, I know this, and I would love it if I was mad at everything every day, but
you are mad at everything every day. You just decided you were going to put it aside and do the retreat when I was telling you don't put it aside. I want you to literally make it the subject of this program.
All right, well.
Fair?
How about this? How about we kickstart the retreat with the Colonel? However, we get an actual game plan, like not a before. Like, of course, we're gonna have a pre-pro, of course, but the night before we get together, we just SNL some ideas around so we can build something proper. I'm already going to buy a new laptop because I'm sick and tired of it.
Oh, you did see the meth head segment earlier. Good.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I don't know. Continue, please. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a new laptop, and it's I think it was a good test run, but we can do this. I forgot the fact that you were a DJ, so you do know your way around some faders, and
DJs are wicked smart.
Wow, is very nice.
All right, that was the Colonel, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Colonel, thanks for calling in. Feel free to call in on the Sunday morning show. That would be great.
I didn't hear.
Sure, what he was saying was riveting. But that was the Colonel. Not really as steamed up as I thought, and I do need to work on figuring out yet another audio monitor situation so I can hear what the fuck is coming out of his mouth. It's very hard for me to hear him. I'm sure you guys heard him loud and clear. I'm sure you were throwing into the chat exactly what he was saying. All right, I said to myself I would only have the Colonel temporarily be in front of the velocity sign, but anyway. Thanks for calling in, Colonel. That was riveting. All right, LB Sickening. I clicked a link at 3 a.m. Static in my head again. Some old ghosts on a glowing screen, living somewhere in between. The comments fight, the pixels bleed, everybody feeds the need. I think LB Sickening was just dropping some rhymes on us. LB Sickening follows with a broken laugh, a tired stare, like nobody cared. Like, subscribe, and like the stream. I drank a beer. I think I fared well. Eddie Weber thinks that is sick. LB Sickening let his 10-year-old tattoo him last night. Well, enjoy the SpongeBob SquarePants. What do kids watch these days? I couldn't name you one flippin' cartoon. Dora? Do they still watch Dora? Swiper, no swiping. She kicked ass at it. Is that what she gave you? The kick-ass girl? I know that's a thing. 9 fucking people, LB Sickening continues, and 1 like. What the hell? Hit the like, people. I was just saying that. Did you hear me just say that? Like, subscribe. When Crawlface and I get our OnlyFans, y'all need to jump on that ride. Crawlfaced, Producer Mike, OnlyFans. Maybe that's what we do. We do it. That'll be the thing. Wonder Twin powers. Red Rom said Jay was leaning all the way back, far away. He's good now. Let's take a look and see how good he is. Yeah. It's an empty void. If you hit like, it helps Mike's channel. Yes, it does. I figured out why. Before I didn't know why. Like, hey, you like it, and YouTube says, hey, some other people liked your shit. It's kind of that. And I mean, they've got it kind of in an algorithm. Maybe that's why people keep saying it helps my algorithm, which I don't think you're using that word correctly. LB Seconding, the more we comment, the more YouTube shows him off. Yeah, they see? He's a good host and deserves it. Aw. I want to do an OnlyFans with you now, LB Seconding. Fucking share, start a convo, and hit the like. Yeah, fuck. You know, now I'm just getting mad. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That doesn't really apply. Do I have a real let's fucking go one? FBI, open up! No, all right, we'll work on that. I need some more fired up enlightenment fucking sound drops. All right, yeah, we got to figure out how to distinguish chat from answers, though, for Jay and Mike. Yeah, well, I kind of had the idea. It's like you just put like a bracket, like it's like above the enter key. Put a bracket and then just put topic, the kernel, right? And then put an end bracket. And then put what your comment is. And like in this situation, you could put, I don't know, douche. So it'd be kernel and bracket, so I know what the subject is. And then douche would be, you know, the adjective. This is what you get when you receive funds from the Edward and Stephanie Educational Foundation. You start getting fucking knowledge dropped on you. All right. Algorithm keeps on spinning. Yeah, just like the wheel in the sky, man. The time works great for me. Back to where y'all might still be able to catch us at the shop for a live walk around. Fuck yeah. See, that I didn't even think of that being an idea. You know, Jay always is trying to get me to stay up till midnight, and I don't know when I become tired. I'm like on this 4 hours on, and then I'm awake, and then I go back to sleep again for 4 hours. It's always 4 hours. So I get I basically getting between 8 and 10 hours of sleep per day, but they're in 4 hour blocks. Ugh. Yeah, right. First world problems, I guess, folks. All right. Cigarette halos and Walmart lights from LB Sickening. That would make a great background. Eddie says, left in the back, and who's the left? That's Mike's way. Ha ha ha. Left in the back and to the left? Sounds like we're on the tarmac again, learning our drill, huh, Eddie? Looks like I went too far again. You know what will probably work? Those damn velocity videos, you son bitch. Yes! Fuck yes. Thank you for reminding me. Eddie sent me a video, or sent me a note on that. Eddie, I want to get together with you at your earliest, well, at your convenience. You know, maybe I've got time over the weekend, actually. That might work. And what I want to do is we'll sit down and we'll literally bang out at least the outline. I might be able to even do some of the work while we're on together. But let's just get on the horn together. You direct me to any resources that may be online that I can grab, and then we'll put together an entire vision on what you exactly wanted. I guess the first video I made for you was more of a, hey, why don't you sit back and have a sip of whiskey? This video is not really going to tell you anything. It's just going to try to get you relaxed. And it relaxed me. I was probably tell by the output. I was completely relaxed through the whole thing. But in any case, looks dead to me. A mysterious vix. Oh wait, yeah, some of it looks dead to me. She's probably talking about my eyes. Red Rum said, now Jay's off screen again. He just disappeared. Jay's gone again. Are you going to do poetry slam night again soon? You know, if we could just get Ari Lee Jones to send me like $2,500, I will do an entire I'll do an entire show where I just I'll do a poetry reading. I don't think she wants me to read every freaking poem in her book, though. You know, she kind of wants you clowns to go out there and, you know, come buy the thing. But I tell you what, it's probably close, if not number one, on the abuse to men poetry book list, if that is one. This has got to be close to there. There's a lot of dudes getting their just desserts, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. I tell you what, let's read one. All right, I think I did this on Sunday morning. This is not really a movement thing per se. I wanted to do it on the retreat because Eerily and the Colonel are good friends, and I wanted to make sure that the Colonel's show, he could sing the praises of his buddy down under. Eerily Jones lives in Perth, Australia. That's a lie. Perth is a lie. She does live in Australia, though. Australia, not New Zealand. Australia, yeah. All right, so this one's called Polly. Her name is Polly. A heart never quite trusted. I feel you there. She is lust, but doesn't want to get busted. She is lust, but doesn't want to get busted. Don't seem like the kind of girl. But for the multiple loves she's pined, to monogamy she never quite adjusted. The stars always seem misaligned. In dreams between two lies curried, then she puts the kettle on for 3. Threesome? Eerily Jones, ladies and gentlemen, lost in the woods. I'm lost in my apartment just after reading that one. Okay. So yeah, Mysterious Vixen, I might do Poetry Slam night again, almost every show, perhaps. It depends on how much content. I mean, what time is it? Oh yeah, we're 13 minutes past, so we gotta wrap this shit up. I had a hamburger and tots. I've got leftover fettuccine Alfredo, which is good. I get it, it tastes good, but hamburger and tater tots, man. Did you have cheese on the tater tots? I love dipping tater tots in cheese. We can't hear shit. Am I going too far again? Can't hear shit. I gotta figure out how to use these fucking scrolls. A lot better. He's good. I think we're talking about Jay here. Can't hear him. Barely can hear him. That's better. Josh, you're kind of late, bud. Yeah. Why? Obviously, the Colonel is someone who does not have his notification bell on. It's very simple to do. As soon as I go live, if you have that notification bell activated for the channel, as soon as I go live, you'll get a ding or a, pay attention to me signal from your phone, and it'll tell you I'm alive. Mysterious Vixen, I like afterwards. Okay, it's kind of deep, philosophical line right there. Phoenix, what's up, girl? What's up, fuckers? Not much. We had the Colonel on earlier. You'll need to watch that back. I need to watch it back too because I only heard about half of it. My volumes suck over here. What's good, Nix? I'm sorry I'm late. I was in the tub. Good for you. Please don't. Red Rum, please don't think that. No, I loved it. I was just saying something you could play off their channel like you're able to PCL. Yeah, I'm sure I said something off-putting. And Red Rom said Vix shook the video call up last night. About that, Crawlface started a call. He explained it and described it as Crawlface story time. So almost like his own little poetry slam. So he just starts a call, which is pretty ingenious if you think about it. Like if Crawlface just wanted to do a poetry slam, or anybody for that matter, you just start a video call in the thing. are you allowed to mute? Like, are you like an administrator when you do that and you set up a call? Like, could you mute everybody and then just be like, you know, breathe deep, the gathering gloom, watch lights fade from every room. I'm assuming that you can't, because that seems like a technology you'd have to go to Zoom for, but that would be pretty mint. And then just host your own little poetry shit on chat. Red Rom, Lando, my chick just asked me when was World War 11. I might have to move out. World War 11. Yeah, we got a ways to go on that one. Mysterious Vixen apologized, though I don't know what for. I didn't mean to get nobody in trouble. Oh, I see. She probably said something naughty, and Stephanie from the Edward and Stephanie Educational Foundation probably read it. You need to do a more expansive passcode, Eddie, on your phone. Red Rom, no ma'am, you're fine. Phoenix said, no Vixen, you're good. That's good. See, this is at least a chat room where everyone's getting along. We enjoyed talking to you. No, Producer Mike, I meant the one bar where they had their backs to the bar. Ah. Thank you guys. Mysterious Vixen thanked everybody. Phoenix said it was story time. Phoenix appears to like the crawl face content. If you like crawl face content now, just you wait. We're doing Phoenix, you might have missed this. Crawl face and I are going to get into some AI video creation. We're going to be doing some storyboards. We're going to be planning shit. We're going to write dialogue. It's going to be nuts. And we're going to see if we can take this channel to the next level. And then Phoenix said, I mean, kind of, yeah, on Facebook. Anyway, if you're an administrator in the group chat, you can mute motherfuckers. Perfect. That might get me to go back to Facebook. No, it's totally not. But anyway, we didn't get to visit Gaia. I'm sorry. I that's actually just a timing thing. I got to make sure that we're keeping things going. But, you know, we had a couple of topics that we thought were, you know, kind of, at least I thought they were kind of amusing. I think it's always funny when Jay can't get his shit together, because I normally can't get my shit together. And if I can display something that is complete crap and in contrast shows me in a very good light, I'm going to do it. Speaking of showing shit that is complete crap, we also had the Colonel on today. We talked about how the retreat failed and why. The Colonel called in, got another explanation for me. I will like to say this, though. The Colonel was a little bit more down to earth. You know, he was a little bit more cordial, right? Now, that might be counterproductive, you know, to get him into this state. But I think in getting information out, and again, I gotta be able to hear him. The problem is that my mic and the Colonel were coming in through the same freaking monitor, and if I turn off the monitor, now I'm gonna get feedback from my mic going through the circle of, you know, death and shit. But anyway, yeah, so we talked to the Colonel. That was hella fun. Let me go down. Yeah. We're gonna bring in the we're wrapping shit up. But yeah, thank you for everybody who chatted. I'm gonna give out the 5-star gold star award to LB Sickening. He said what I couldn't say myself, which is I appreciate it. If you'd like, subscribe. The QR code there. We're gonna be live here for probably just another minute or two. You just hover your phone over that fucker, and then, I hope you have your PayPal accounts hooked up to the account that you put all your lottery winnings in, right? The millions of dollars in there. And all we're looking for, every show, our goal is to get about $2,500. We have fallen short most shows by $2,480 roughly. So yeah, we're behind the 8 ball. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. We appreciate you being here. We're gonna be back next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern Time, much to Jay's chagrin. Oh, good Lord. Oh. Oh. Find the screens, Producer Mike, and get the flock out of here as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, thanks again, folks. And, oh shit, where'd the Colonel go? I want to keep the Colonel in this shot.
Stay one right, but stop one right. 4170. 4179 on make it down. Everyone's in the plate transport. 5 minus plate. 41.
Sake, sake, bake, fake, yua, mama, fuckas. Russia.
What?